All right. My computer is still having fan problems, so you're gonna hear that every once in a while. uh, we are trading November 3rd, 2020. Um, it's a super volatile day. I mean, one look at this bar. Oh, that's 6 points. That's a 6 point bar. A little bit more than a 6 point. It's like six and a tick. 6 points and one tick. That bar right there. So because of that, we switched to high volume, and basically that just increases our positions by it adds two ticks, just two. I think 2 ticks is enough to make up for insane volatility. Hopefully, let's say if this was a second entry, swing high first entry, it pulls back, everybody goes long here, right? This would be so you would 50, your stop would be right here. Oof. Okay, maybe we should double it. We're on this uptrend here, kind of like this, and the mid line is being obeyed somewhat. So yeah, hopefully this volatility contract, as you can see here. So usually we would get 6, but we're getting 8. Usually our steps at 9, but we got 11. Guys at 12. Just adding 2 to everything. Maybe we should add 4 to everything, just because of how massive each bar is and how these pullbacks actually happen. So like swing high first entry, that'd be an obvious one ticker. Let's see, what would our entry be? Right here. Stop would be one. Alright, it's right here. Yeah, I got stopped on that guy. So we might have to add 4. I do have one that's 4 contracts doubled. So everything is doubled. So the ratio of the win-loss ratios remains the same. So it's just 6 times 2, 9 times 2. Yeah. So maybe we'll do this of it. And 12 profit. That's a huge no. Let's do this guy. So we'll just stick with the high vol. Just because the pullbacks may not be as big. And I think these bars are really big just because it's the morning. Maybe once we start 8:30 comes in, I'll start moving a lot faster. Bars it gets a little bit smaller, hopefully. I need to drink some water. Alright, here we got I just added 3 ticks instead of the 2, just because I think it might work out a little bit better. So we're gonna do like 3 ticks. Swing high first entry. Obviously this is not a good entry, but if we were to take it, swing high first entry on a second entry on a scalp. Let's say if we did the 1 tick, I don't know, 1 point, 2 points. That's 8, 9, 10, 11 to the top. That's pretty good. Nah, actually probably breaks down first. But we just want to do pull. Oh, it's a 9, so just 9. So I think that's pretty good. 2 points. Tick. Like that much. Yeah, that's a pretty good amount. Okay, so we got second entry going short. Still trying to decide whether this is a 1 ticker or a 2. Or I mean a non-obvious. I think it's a 1 ticker.
Your order has been submitted.
No, it's a 4 ticker. It's a 4 ticker because you just got these 2 big moves. And sometimes we actually may not want to even take these. This one might be one we don't want to take. Just because we just bounced off these lows and prices could still be pushing higher. It looks like the same amount of people are, even though it's not congested, there's a good amount of people going short, a good amount of people going long because this right here. We'll go for tough one. Tough one. Decide. I'm gonna try my best not to pause. Just try to figure this out in real time. We're gonna buy here. No, on an obvious. Because I think everybody's trying to correct this. Go for the correction here. But then again, we have this big move here. What if I just... What does it look like if I... This... It's a, you really have to imagine like what people are thinking. You have this uptrend. Now people think this is going to keep going upwards. So let's go for a non-obvious. So we have to decide whether we want to buy or sell. So that will decide whether we're taking this trade or not. We actually want to sell here. We don't want to be buying here. The reason why we want to sell here is because it just looking at this, it looks like a small correction, and it's not convincing everybody that this is going to keep going down, if that makes sense. It still has that upward trend motion. It's a little bit of a two-leg correction, and it looks like prices might keep pushing up. But I think that's just enough for prices to keep pushing down. So we're not going to be taking this position here. Plus, a good reason to back it up is that on another reason why we shouldn't be taking it is because of that like second or that first entry. It's just a little tiny wick there. We want a bigger correction, something more like, obviously it would be more like that or something, right? It's a little bit of a wick, so, and we want to be selling here. Even though it does look like prices are pulling down this way, I think a lot of people are still trying to buy this thing. Still think this market's going to keep pushing up. Just because it's not selling off like this. It's selling off sideways in a slight downtrend. So it's not, and it's got these huge upward moves like that. So I just don't think a lot of people are going to be selling. And not a lot of people are going to be buying. So staying out of this one's probably the best bet. Because we want to be selling here, because most people think this is going to keep pushing up, in which it might, but I don't think anybody's that silly to be just selling here at this point. This maybe like straight up beginners, but like an intermediate trader, which is 90% of people, I would say like 80% or something, you know. People who have been doing this for a while, that's the people we're trying to capitalize on. The people who kind of know what they're doing, just can't get their runners sometimes, you know, just not necessarily loser people who can't get their trades, but intermediate traders is what we're where they're placing their trades, because at least we can understand their logic behind things. So if they see this uptrend, they're like, okay, we're on an uptrend. Maybe if they had this, right, or this correctly, maybe they saw this as overshoot. Oh, maybe we're going this way, but if they had it correctly, they would know, oh, prices are going to keep going long. Let's all go long here. It's still on an upward motion. So selling here is probably actually the better thing to do here. So I'm just going to fast forward just to see what happens. We're on 20 times the speed. It's still 7:44 a.m. now. And yep, selling there. Looks like a better bet. And I think a lot of people are buying here still trying to buy this thing. And I think it's going to really push the market down. Okay, now prices look like they're going to keep going down. So this is where we might look to, so we got a swing high first entry, might get a second entry, maybe. Swing, yeah. So now prices really do look like they're excuse me. I think I'm gonna delete my trends actually. So it's kind of a good thing we don't have a setup here, because it's really hard to decide where the market's going at this point. It's hard to think what everybody's thinking, but we're gonna try our best right now. So right now what's going through my head is that we have these big moves going down like this, and especially after this one right here. So we remember we were right here, and after that leg, a lot of people who thought we were going long here are thinking, okay, now it's this way, market's going down, we're gonna start shorting. And yeah, I think there's gonna be a ton of shorts here, so I think less and less people are gonna be buying here, and I think that's what we want to be doing. But we don't have a new swing high, as you can see. We do have a swing high in the MES, but we don't like doing that. We want to use the swing highs and new swing lows off the ES. The first entries and second entries, if the MES got it, we'll take those, even if the ES doesn't. But when it comes to the swing highs and the swing lows, the new swing highs, new swing lows, we want to just go off the ES on those. This is technically a new swing high here, but not on here. So yeah, we're just gonna skip out on the trade. And let's see if we were right about this. Okay, I think the market's gonna push up. And now it's gonna push down. It's actually, yes. But I actually can't remember why we didn't take this one, but good thing we did it. Or what? Yeah. I mean, I know why we did it, but I don't know. I don't remember it going down. Like, I don't remember being like, oh, good thing we didn't take it. But I was probably busy ranting, right? Okay, we have some interesting here. We got a second entry short. However, prices do look like they're working down, making their way downtown. Suspecting a new low though. After a move like that, let's pause here. Freeze. Man, it's gonna be hard to do this in real time. So we got a strong trend up, and we get downtrend. People are looking for a way to enter this. We got some consolidation. People might be going long here in the lows. For that consolidation. No, I don't think not everyone's gonna be selling. I think a lot of people are buying though. So we're gonna go ahead and take this and give this a shot. No, it kind of does look like prices are reversing, so selling here is probably the better option. So we're gonna skip. Really kind of hard to tell. Let me take out these trend lines, see if we can see something better. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like a strong downtrend. It looks like prices are starting to reverse. So people are going to be, I think people are going to be buying here, especially in this like supportive area. I think a ton of people are going to be buying. I don't think everyone's convinced this is going to keep pushing down. So we basically want to be selling here. So we're not going to be taking a position. Let's see if our, what would happen if we were to take this. I don't even know if it gets triggered. Okay, so that's your second entry short. Okay, now actually it's a different story now. Prices are moving on up. Now, I think a lot of people are gonna try to buy this. So selling is probably the better option here. So yeah, we're gonna stay out of this trade. Still the same feeling, I guess. Actually, maybe buying here. Hold on. Let's think about this. We just froze time. Okay, so we got a strong leg and another strong leg working up. A ton of people are gonna start thinking, all right, maybe the prices are starting to reverse right here. It's kind of that cup and handle. I think that's a thing. I don't even know what people do there, really. But it's nonetheless, it's a second entry short. I think the second entry short is actually a good trade here, so we're gonna stay out of this just because it had a weak trend down and two strong legs up, and it convinced a lot of people that this market was gonna keep going up. So So going short here is probably actually the better option. Let's see, we would be entered a trade on a 1 ticker, but we would be doing a 4 ticker, so our trade would be right here at the 25, so it never got triggered either way. Actually, yeah, this is just a terrible trade. Yeah, so we're just gonna stay out of this. What a trend. So people so people are shorting this thing the entire way up, especially after we broke out of there. People are wanting to sell this back in, but now everybody's convinced that this thing's gonna keep pushing up and this is an unstoppable force. So people are gonna start going ahead and buying here. This is gonna consolidate. Now people are thinking, oh, it's going down, and that's gonna keep pushing it up. I think everybody's gonna be buying here. There's a lot of top pickers, huh? Top pickers are the reason why the market's kind of pushing up. Also, it might be just the economy. Weeba. We're on 50x speed. Oh, we might get a second entry here. Everybody's looking to go long, finding an attempt to go long. Going short actually might be a bad idea here, because now it looks like prices are reversing here. So going short is probably not the best idea. Because everybody's, oh hey, it's reversing. Oh, and it looks, so let's all go short, and that's when the market shoots up like this. So far, no trades. It's 9:17 in the market, 18, 19, or 30 XP speed, and that noise is a no. Okay, now this is a good trade right here. People were waiting to enter this the whole time, and selling here is actually, I think, a good idea. If I get stopped out, that's okay, but I think this is a great opportunity for everybody to just buy here, and this is where we get our scalp. So let's go ahead and see what happens. 1 tick above this guy. So this was your signal bar. It looks like it breaks lower, pushes on higher, and let's see what happens. 8 speed, 10x, 15x, and there it is, the scalp. Oh, came to the tick on the runner, and we got the runner. Nice, quick 50 bucks off of 4 contracts. Remember, we're doing the added 3 ticks, so usually we get the 6 profit, but these bars are massive. I mean, volatility is crazy, so we just increased our position by 3 ticks on each end to give us more space. It's probably not the correct ratio that you would have if you were going for a 6 tick scalp with a 9 tick stop limit, whatever, stop loss. It's not the same ratio, because what, 6 to 9, that's like 1 to 3, 2 to 3, and yeah, you get it. This is not the same ratio, 9 to 12, but it's actually a better ratio. Maybe not better because your stop loss is a lot closer, so there's a higher chance of getting stopped out, but entirely up to you. But this is just what Pat's scuffed trading. So yeah, let's go over why that was a great trade. I really like that one. Selling this uptrend, kind of crazy, right? So this looks like an unstoppable force, and everybody wants a taste of this, but no one is looking for. Everybody's a trip. All the pattern traders are waiting for a pattern. Anything. All we got is this massive thing. Then hey, look. Oh, swing high first entry. Oh, finally pulls back. Now these guys who are doing this pattern, it's like max strategy are. I don't want to bash on max strategy because it's such a good one if you know what you're doing. The people who don't know what they're doing and just trading patterns have this setup right here. Swing high, first entry, second entry, are like, oh hey, look, it's convincing everybody that the market's reversing, but this is a strong uptrend, let's all buy. And so a lot of these people had the FOMO of missing out and just all wanted to get back into the market as soon as a little pullback happened here. And so that is a fantastic trade in my book. And this might just keep pushing down because people are gonna keep buying this just because of this trend. So this trend is always gonna be on the back of everyone's mind. Like, man, we just had a huge run up. Buying is probably the best thing because this could just keep pushing up. So people are gonna be buying this all the way down. People are gonna be selling all the way up. You know, actually that's not true. People won't be selling all the way up because after a trend like that, only a fool would want to. Because those people who are sold all the way up already lost their money right around here when it broke higher right there, and they tried selling again. And they're done. You know, once was established. So yeah. Kind of a second entry here, but it's a retest, so we don't want to take those. Would have worked out. Swing low first entry, second entry, 4 tick, and a 1 tick. Looks like it works out. Alright, right now we got a second entry long, but I'm really trying to decipher whether we want to be selling here or buying here. A couple things that are coming to mind. Obviously, we got this huge uptrend, but then we get this like a little bit of a correction of what happened here, and trying to figure out what people are thinking when they see this. Thing that's kind of throwing me off is these two pullbacks right here. It's they're pretty strong legs, strong enough to have everybody think the market's moving up. But then we get this bar right here. It's strong enough to make everybody think the market's going back down. So oh boy, was I oh gosh, I was talking while I paused the video. But basically what I had said was that I think we want to be oh yeah, the comfortable situation would be, everybody's comfortable position would be to go long because this market has been up on a huge uptrend. So everybody's thinking, all right, the safest play is to go long because there's huge uptrend, which is why I'm making it, starting to make me feel like I want to sell here. But then again, we got these moves here and another move here, and there's a lot of top pickers as well. So that's the difficult part. So I don't want to join the top pickers. That's the thing, because those people have all their stops right there. Once that gets there, it's gonna stop everybody who has their stops there as well. Okay, we're gonna go for a non-obvious 4 ticker here. So right now we'll be at 50. Go ahead and give this a shot. It's a really hard one to tell, but I think the reason I like selling here is just due to the fact that it looks like it's going up here, but maybe that's a bit too obvious, and a lot of the more experienced traders are not going to be taking this. And this 4 tick scalp only works when the experienced traders get their scalp, and a lot of them, the market pulls back on it, basically. So we're going for a non-obvious. It pushes down first and pushes up. Okay, we'll just go ahead and say, man, I don't know. Okay, this is the second entry right here. So 50. This one's a weird one because swing high first entry, no second entry. Swing high first entry, second entry. This is an interesting one for sure. So we just got fill on the order. Really interested on to see what happens here. Safe play is for everybody to just buy here, but I'm afraid that we just join all the top pickers, and picking tops is the worst thing you could do in a market because it's almost like guessing, and we're basically joining them here. But I think this market pushed up enough right here or to convince everybody that this market was gonna go up, which is gonna instantly get everybody to be buying here, buying, and so there's that slight chance that we might be able to pull back and actually get our scalp. Famous last words. So yeah, we joined the top pickers there. That was a bad idea. Safer bet would be to buy after a trend like that. Yeah, I guess people saw these moves down, and this was also a terrible setup here. Swing high, first entry. Where's your leg, dude? Like, that's not a leg. Come on. I knew better than that. That was a bad entry. That was a bad setup. Yeah, I mean, come on. That was your leg. That little wick there. Yeah, bad setup. So if we're that unsure and the setup looks that bad, just stay out of it. The smart thing to do for smart traders, I really think, is to be just buying this thing all the way up, because that's an insane market. And there's a lot of top pickers, people seeing this and just selling and selling and selling. But I think this one's gonna work out pretty well. We're going for a non-obvious just because of this guy right here. That huge strong trend down for everybody to convince enough to be selling here and to be picking that top. I noticed that a lot of people get emotional once they get their stop, and then once they see that, they want to sell. Oh, here's my chance to sell, and they have their stops right there, you know. So don't know. Slightly out of the camera. See my pretty face. May not even get triggered here, to be honest. Doesn't look like we're gonna get triggered. Might just push on down. We're on 8x speed. Non-obvious 4 ticker, and oh, still has it stopped them out. Yep, stopped them out. Okay. So a 1 ticker would have worked. On the ES, if you are lucky enough to get on the MES, looks like it comes up 2 ticks on the ES though. So something interesting here that I kind of want to take, actually. Swing low, first entry, second entry. What are you talking about, Nick? But yeah, I do want to take this. I think it's convinced everybody that this market's gonna reverse here. Oh no, actually no, perhaps not. I got a bad feeling about it now. So basically, I was suggesting that we would buy. But that's kind of silly. As congested as it is, it's impossible to tell which direction this is going, obviously. So we just really have to make our best attempt to figure out what's going through people's heads when they see congestion. People who have their stops here, people who have their stops here, what are they doing when they see this? What happens? What goes through the head when it breaks out in a couple directions? This couple ticks in this direction, couple ticks in this direction. Stuff like that. Learned that from Steven Ducks, kinda. So let's go ahead and see if we get some sort of entry going on here. The market pushes up, people get nervous. Just if it does another pull down, people are gonna go ahead and start buying out. Everybody moving their stop down so they could just get their order filled, get their profit. And now this market's gonna drop. It's gonna drop right here because it looks like it's going up. Called it. Okay. No, that's a terrible second entry. You don't like that. Do we like it? Anyone buying here? Okay, let's decide right now. I'm gonna keep this on real time. Not gonna try not to pause it. Swing high, first entry, second entry. Non-obvious, 4 tick, obvious. No, I would want to buy here. Just because now it looks like prices can't make it above a certain level, and people are gonna start selling this thing. Like, all right, now it's time to go. But buying here might be the better option. That's where you would be buying. And yep, pushes down up. You would have got filled on the 4 ticker if you're doing it unobvious. Doesn't look like you would get the scalp though. Looks like it would come and stop you out. It's coming for everybody's stop up here. Okay, we might be buying here. Yeah, let's buy here.
Your order has been submitted.
On a non-obvious, so... Actually, now everybody sees this huge uptrend, so now I think everybody's going to be buying here, which is going to make the market shoot on down. Alright, kind of a risky trade, but we're going to go ahead and test it. May not even get the scalp, it might just keep pushing up. No, you know what? Everyone's buying here. It's really tough to... Yeah, let's get out of this trade. I don't like it. I think it's just gonna shoot on down. Oh, it looks like we would have got it though. Alright, low scalp. Oh, hold on. Second entry. Okay. Yeah, I didn't like it too much. Let's see. I actually don't think we would have got our scalp because we go for 9 ticks. Actually, let's see right now. So we would have to come up to here if we entered. Wait, how many ticks? Yeah, 9 ticks. So our entry would be at 50 right here. So that's 4 ticks, 8 ticks, 9 ticks right here. I would have to come up to here. Our stop would be, so entry here. Stop is 3 points, 12 ticks. So that's 1 point, 2 points, 3 points. Yeah, I wasn't too sure about that one. I didn't like it. But we swing high first entry, second entry. Yeah, I wanna short here. As crazy as it sounds, I think a lot of people are shorting though. That's the thing that worries me. We'll go ahead and do a non-obvious 4 ticker. I think a lot of people are trying to push this market up and are still trying to buy this thing all the way. Yeah, I think I want to sell here. Yeah, now we want to sell because we kind of came out all the way over here. Now people are looking to buy back up. Yeah, so a lot of people are going to start buying down here, and that might give us hopefully a scalp, enough for a scalp. That's what we're hoping for, just a little scalp. At least to actually test it down here. Hopefully. This one's going to be a risky one because that's a huge trend down, and a lot of people are chasing that trend. So 25 right. Might get filled on the order here. Nope. And it keeps pushing down. Never fills us. Okay, now everybody's selling. We know that. Everybody's gonna start selling. No one's really gonna be buying this thing. So there's not much we can do about this because it looks like the economy is just doing its thing right here. And a lot of other things, especially since this is during the elections. Between Biden and Trump. Biden wins. I don't know why I said that. Looks like we might get a second entry here. JK. So everything, the thing that's going through people's heads is that this is gonna correct all the way down. So now after that trend, people are looking to sell. There might be a handful of people looking to buy here, but we're not really testing any lows here. So we're gonna go ahead and go for either an obvious or non-obvious. Still debating, but we do want to be buying here though. That's one thing for sure. Is it for sure? I think people are still trying to buy here. If it kept pushing down, yeah, let's go for an obvious 1 ticker. Alright, just got filled on the order. It's a great 2-legged move. But I'm a little worried that this uptrend made people want to buy, which might end up pushing the market down. The bars are starting to look a lot more normal. But since we started off with the 3 contracts, we might as well stick with it because you don't want to change halfway just because of if you had like one loser and then switched or your first trade was a loser and then switched your volatility to a different amount of contracts. It's just something you would have to get a lot more winners to make it for that loser, if that makes sense. Yeah. I think this is going to work out because it's convinced enough people that the market's going to keep going down, which is going to push the market up. It's not the biggest, the greatest move up. It's just, it looks like that's kind of the first correction you get. So people are still going to want to be selling here, especially after these kind of trends, that trend. Let's go ahead and just like 10x, 15x, 10x this thing. Come on. Come on. We got the tech. Can we get the scalp? We're on 10x. We should be able to get the scalp. I'm not moving it just so I can know like the winning ratio of that scalp runner. Because I think that works a lot better than breaking even and, you know. Let's see, are we going to get the scalp? No. The runner. Wow, we got filled to the tick almost. We got two ticks. Got lucky there. All right. I really hope and pray that I can be able to keep this mentality even when I'm like day trading live and stuff, and not overthink everything. I might have to practice in doing this because I really just started to be able to get more consistent profits once I was recording with the mic. But obviously I won't be able to record with the mic because multitasking is just a tad bit too hard because I have to think, and saying it out loud it's probably more efficient actually, but it's something I'm gonna have to figure out. I'm definitely gonna practice for a while, hopefully for a while, without the mic and just day trading without like pausing it, or maybe even just using a sim during a live feed during market hours, because obviously this is playback. But yeah, it's 11:27 a.m. on the playback. But right now it's 10:51 p.m. Wow, time flew. Work tomorrow at 5 a.m. I gotta wake up at 3:50. Oh man. Actually, we're gonna go ahead and call this one. Yeah, we're done with this guy. I'm just gonna go ahead and post the video. I think that was enough. I gotta go get ready. You know, I'm just gonna pause it for now. Yeah, I gotta go get ready for bed. Alright, we're gonna try to speed run this. Alright, it's 11:30. It's probably just 2.5 hours left, so probably not even gonna pause the video. We're just gonna run through it together. Swing high. We got a first entry on the ES. No, first entry on this guy yet. So simply due to the fact that they don't match up, we're not gonna be taking anything there. It's 12 now. 12 p.m. 12:04. We got the first entry. Second entry. That's your first leg. That's your second leg. Did a good second leg. Okay, first we gotta figure out what do we want to do. People are selling this thing. Let's go for a 1 ticker.
Your order has been submitted.
It seems like there's no reason to be buying here, which is why I'm a little worried. Maybe there's something I don't see. Huge strong trend down. Everybody's suspecting another leg down somewhere. It's just really difficult to tell where. We probably should have taken a 4 ticker just due to the fact that a lot of people are selling, but I think a good amount of people are convinced that, hey, something's up, that not everybody's gonna keep on selling, you know. Well, let's see. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna pause the recording because I don't know if this is gonna trigger at all. Or maybe not. We'll just go. Second entry on the ES looks pretty much the same. If it pushes up a little bit higher, I think that's a great one tick entry. Here we go. Come on. Something. Oh. Uh-oh, what are you doing? Okay. Moved our ticket.
Order filled.
Might get stopped out here actually. Too many people were buying. Oh yeah, we're gonna get stopped out. Damn. Yeah, it's too many people buying right there. That consolidation. Yeah, the consolidation is the thing that really triggers on what people. It convinces everybody that hey, this might be going long. Time to go long here. So I really want to just talk about this trade if we don't even get another setup. But essentially, what happened was we had this strong downtrend, right? And like I said, people weren't 100% convinced that this market was gonna keep, or to like this most simple, like at least people were suspecting this again, at least, for it to come up and then drop down. And I think a lot of people just started buying, suspecting another thing like this to happen, and that just pushed the market straight down. But actually, I think a non-obvious 4 ticker is the one we should have took. I should have done a non-obvious 4 ticker for that reason. And I think it actually works out. Your entry would have been right here. Actually, no, it doesn't work out. Well, you'll still be in the trade. Where is the... Actually, yeah, non-obvious 4 ticker would have worked. We should have got one. I wanted to do a non-obvious. So in those cases where it's just like maybe not, you gotta do a non-obvious 4 ticker there. It's something. Even though you want to sell, you gotta realize that it's not obvious. I mean, it is obvious, but not everybody's taking that one just because this happened and people are suspecting that again. And we got these 2 legs completed now, and now people are a little hesitant to be going long there, you know, or to be hesitant to be going short at that point in time. So we're at 12:30 now. Let's see we're gonna 30 times it. The speed run. Okay, second entry short here. This one might actually work. The consolidation. Yeah, we don't want to go short here. There's a lot of people are going short. I mean, we don't want to go long here because a lot of people are going long because of the consolidation. That's something that like somebody like Ricky Gutierrez teaches, which is that the market moves down, consolidates, you sell here, and it'll move up, and you just get your scalp like that. So we don't want to be buying here. I'm convinced it's gonna, yeah. So it's a new swing high here. It's kind of a double top here, so we'll count it. Non-obvious 4 ticker. Let's go ahead and oh, you know what? This is gonna push up. Are people still buying this thing? No way. Yes, this should prices should start to pull up a little bit higher here. Higher, push on higher. Oh, we get a second entry. Nope. A little bit higher, yeah. Okay, so we got a new swing high. The first entry, yep, on both markets. Slow the time down. Probably selling is not the best thing right now. It's now 1 o'clock on this day. We might get a second entry here. That's your second entry. But I think a ton of people are buying here. Actually, no. We could take this as a non-obvious. Swing low first entry. Yeah, let's take it as a non-obvious.
Your order has been submitted.
Yeah, I like this one. Come on. Did it stop them out yet? No. Everybody's in the trade. So, unless it blows above this up here. Oh yeah, they're stopped out. Okay, never mind.
Order has been canceled.
Oh, unfortunate. Okay. Now, people are starting to go long here. People are looking for an opportunity to. Here we go, here we go. Second entry long. Is it obvious? I think a lot of people are buying. Let's go for a non-obvious. Oh boy.
Your order has been submitted.
Actually, it's kind of a retest. Hold on, let's figure this out. I'm not pausing it. I think a lot of people are still selling this thing, which might push the market back up. Yeah, especially after these two legs. Yep, people are going to start selling. That's going to push it up. Here it comes. It should push up. Really? Interesting. I thought I'd push up. Okay, yep, there it is. Yeah, the reason it pushes up because it pulled back just enough to convince everybody to think they're so smart to be trapping everybody going long. So they go short, and they're the ones that are getting trapped, which is a lot of percent of people. Oh wait, we got second entry. Swing low, first entry, second entry. Not the best looking one, so we have to. Man, I paused it, but that's because I was talking. Okay. Everyone's buying here. We don't want to buy. And that brings us to the end of the day. It is 1:52. Doesn't look like we'll get another setup here. Nope, nothing. That'll be it for this video. Thank you for watching. This was November 3rd. I'm Pat. Scuff the Trading.